Hey y'all, we're gonna get a read in for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so shuffle them one more time. I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now Leo, bottom of the deck, we got clinging. We ain't gonna worry about the rest. We got clinging. So somebody is holding on to something, obsessing over something, a specific thought or a specific outcome is what I'm hearing. Somebody might even be spying to a certain degree, more so trying to peek in on a situation or take a look into a situation to see how a situation is panning out. When I split the deck, we have sneaky. So somebody might be doing this spying via some type of fake profiles or something like that, or somebody might be using some type of disguise or mask. Again, it's like they're not presenting themselves in their authentic form, like as in them being the person that you know. Somebody is trying to do some type of plotting or something like that. They might be using social media to do so, or I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna put these back, right? Throw them out one at a time, Spirit. Okay. Hey. First card out, we got realization. So it seems that somebody may be coming to a realization, having epiphanies or something like that. Finally finding the understanding of certain situations. This person might be having awakening or going through some type of awakening process. Second card out, we have terms. So these realizations may have somebody wanting to renegotiate the terms of a situation. Somebody might want to, hey, shit big, you know what I mean? Even if they got to. But somebody they want to get back in. Because it's really giving that whatever it is that they figured out with these realizations or these recent epiphanies that someone has had, is put them in a position of shock. It may be causing some type of inner turmoil or some type of trouble or something like that. It's really given that somebody came to some type of unexpected realization, which more so has them stuck. Clinging. Exactly. Clinging, holding on, obsessing. Somebody is, they trying to figure something out. Trying to figure something out. And they not letting something go either. We got signs. So somebody might be clinging to signs. Signs that you're still in some type of spiritual contract or something like that with them. Somebody might be hearing different messages or certain parts of songs and different things like that is standing out to an individual in which they are taking as some type of like telepathic communication or something like that. But you have heartstrings, and I'm really feeling like somebody may be playing on their own heartstrings or something like that. Some type of mind games are being played in the situation. Somebody might even be feeling as if, you know, they being strung along or something like that. And you have finality. So somebody is really feeling as if they need to say their final farewells. Like something is a game. Something is not, I don't want to say not to be taken serious, you know what I mean? But again, it's like somebody is like, okay, you know, like somebody is finally at their point. Like, you know, this is bullshit. And you have only you. So somebody might have their eyes on you. They might be tired of, you know what I mean, whatever situation it is that they have found themselves being faced with, you know. Somebody might be done playing games, or they might be tired of the playing games. And again, it's something with possibilities and somebody being a free spirit. This may have usually been somebody who takes some type of risk, you know what I mean? Something about grabbing life by the reins. But again, they want to make the block now. Hey, because with these realizations, somebody feels as if they are trapped. These realizations may be helping somebody realize why they are trapped or stuck, tied down or something like that. Somebody feels as if they're being held captive in the situation. And you have longing. It's giving this person is longing to be anywhere else outside of the position that they find themselves trapped in. Somebody is craving like other situations, other environments, other people. It's a wanting. Again, a union. Look. So somebody wants to reconcile or something like that. They want to come back. Again, spin the block, second chance. They want to rebuild on something. That's more so what they're craving for, due to whatever situation it is that they currently trapped in now. You got one day, and that shit came out sideways. So I don't know. That might be wishful thinking. Because it say someday, somewhere, another time. You know, when it comes to this union. So it's giving me that this union is something that you may be saying never mind on. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, like, something just not adding up. What's going on with this one day? Why is it one day for Leo? You have memories in the reverse. So it's giving me somebody has some type of bad memories of a situation. With this reminiscing taking place, these different memories, like somebody is not dwelling on a past situation, or they're not dwelling on the dynamics that came along with a certain union. You know what I mean? And hell, in your mind, or in this person's mind, whoever mind shit, they don't want to do that shit again. They don't want to do it again. You got intimacy. So there may have been some type of intimacy within the dynamic where it was some type of bonding or something like that. Or maybe, you know, you and this person may have had good chemistry and you found it easy or something like that to confide in this person. You have clarity, but you may have clarity about this situation, or you may have found the truth, faced the truth about this situation, and figured out that you needed to be honest with yourself, because there was something still conflicted about this energy, even though there may have been some type of bonding or intimacy there. It was something where somebody's decision making, you know, wasn't the best. Somebody may have been indecisive, like very in and out, hot and cold. And this may have been due to somebody having multiple choices. You have dreams and reminiscing. So it's something about somebody visiting another person in their dreams or spirit world or something like that. Something about someone receiving downloads while they're sleeping, or some type of confirmations while they're sleeping, which has somebody more so in reminiscing mode. Somebody might be looking at another person's photos, you know, thinking about the good times or something like that. Or somebody might be looking at your photos, you know, and again, just thinking of the times that you may have enjoyed with them, or they may have enjoyed with you, or something like that. And again, it's making somebody want to readdress some type of terms of a situation. Like, okay, why did something happen? Or, you know what I mean? Can it be fixed or something like that? What is these terms about? What's these terms? You got a fire sign in the reverse, a water sign in the reverse when it comes to this reminiscing. So this might have something to do with the water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's more so in this trap situation. Or somebody feels trapped or tied down or something like that. And you got fire sign in the reverse when it comes to this longing. So it may be a fire sign in the reverse. A Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. That's more so in the position of craving or longing for somebody. It might be some type of commitment when it comes to this union. A marriage, promises that was made, fidelity, like somebody wants some type of commitment or some type of bond. Again, when it comes to the second chance, like the being able to reconcile and different things like that. You have bitterness in the reverse when it comes to this one day. So one day somebody hopes that another person can release the bitterness when it comes to this commitment. Maybe you and this individual had a commitment or something like that in the past, you know, that didn't necessarily go the way that you expected or the way that you wanted or something like that. It may have been some type of past resentments or something that somebody got to work through, some type of anger or something like that that once existed. Is really giving me with the bitterness being in a reverse like this may be something that has been released, or this is something that somebody is working on releasing. You know, when it came to this commitment, this pain. Yeah, somebody is working on healing the pain. Some type of afraid energy or something like that. Somebody may have been afraid to be vulnerable, afraid to give. Somebody may have been very cautious in a situation. Being very careful not to get hurt or something like that. And again, that's that memories in the reverse. That's all somebody remembers. Again, with some type of restrictions or something like that. You got mistakes came out sideways and obsession in the reverse when it comes to this resistance. So it's giving me, right? Somebody is refusing to acknowledge the mistakes. You know what I mean? It's really giving me that somebody is, it's something about some type of victim position or lost soul energy that somebody is in with this obsession in the reverse, in which you have clarity about. You know, it's something that you're not holding on to or something like that. If somebody wants to release the mistakes made during like intimacy or something like that. And again, somebody is not obsessed. They have clarity. They not holding on. They letting go of something. Somebody, like, again, it's the truth of the situation. Somebody is viewing, you know, the dynamics of a situation, like when somebody's intentions is involved, like what somebody really wanted to happen. And look, you have fantasy in the reverse. Something is not a fantasy. Somebody is not daydreaming. It's like live and real, living color. You know what I mean? It's some type of conflicted energy when it comes to the decisions due to this hot and cold somebody was. All this back and forth and shit. Like somebody is not tripping. You know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly what you was involved in. And you have a getaway and broken. So with this getaway energy and this fantasy in the reverse, somebody had to release some type of illusion. Fairy tale energy is what I like to call it. You know, or something like that with the dynamic. Somebody might even be having dreams of vacationing with another person, being able to run off into the sunset with another person, beginning a new adventure or something like that with another person. And this is something that they truly desire in their awakening world. But you have something that is broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed when it comes to this reminiscing. Looking at photos, good time. Like somebody feels a certain type of way, Leo. They really feel a certain type of way. Whether it's you or this other person. Like somebody is viewing a situation and knowing that they destroyed something or something. What is this shocking? You got to get away, and what came out sideways was the possibility. So it was some type of shocking discovery which caused inner turmoil when it came to the possibilities of this water sign in the reverse, or yeah, this water sign in the reverse being trapped or being tied down, being captive. What is this free spirit adventure? What is this? What's this shocking possibilities? You have ecstasy when it comes to this fire sign in the reverse with this longing energy. So it's something with some type of shocking possibilities when it comes to somebody finding ecstasy with them chasing their thrills. Some type of excitement or some type of good time or something like that is more so what somebody longing for. What is this? Jump out. What's this ecstasy about? You have elusive when it comes to this commitment. So somebody was being dishonest again. Somebody may have found it shocking that another person had different possibilities. That may have been what caused the turmoil when it comes to this free-spirited energy and somebody chasing thrills. But again, with this elusive energy, somebody was very deceptive when it came to this commitment, this union. It was some type of trickery being done, some type of fading energy. What is this elusive? What's this elusive about? You got butterflies. So something about somebody's devotion and somebody's happiness. Yeah, somebody was lying about their happiness then, with this bitterness in the reverse in this one day. Somebody was longing for, like, or hoping that one day they could be happy or they could be successful or something like that. You know what I mean? But somebody was lying about this completeness. This divine masculine is the one that was lying. This divine masculine may be the one that was harboring some type of pain. This masculine energy was the one that was more so trying to protect themselves in a situation due to past events that had happened, which may have scarred an individual already. So again, understand that it was nothing actually being done to you per se. You know, somebody was only protecting themselves, and it seems like it may have caused you some type of hurt or something like that in the process. Because that's that conflicted energy, that back and forth. This withdrawn is sideways, you know. But yeah, this masculine energy was very withdrawn. They felt very lonely, solitary. Like it's something with them doing something on their own, and it's due to the mistake, some type of misunderstanding. Somebody decided to take more of a victim mentality. When it came to this intimacy, this bonding, please don't keep throwing my goddamn cards. Somebody doing some type of reminiscing about a earth sign in the reverse. I don't know why all the signs coming out in the reverse in a deadline. So this may have been a situation that somebody felt like they ran out of time with. That's why they was withdrawn. This earth sign energy towards Virgo, Capricorn may have let something go due to the clarity of a situation. So it's given that this earth sign was somebody in the past who figured out, you know what I mean, this person. Figured out who they was, what they was about, this trickster energy, and with this deadline, something came to an end when it came to this fantasy that they had going. Time running out, on edge, intervention, can't wait no longer. Yeah. This earth sign seemed like withdrew from a situation and went on about their business. Somebody wasn't daydreaming. They had to make a decision. So something was very conflicted. Some may have been even conflicting their energy with a certain dynamic. And you have chemistry in the reverse. The chemistry ran out when it came to this deadline, and somebody had to get away from a situation. They were shown something in their dreams or something like that. A broken attraction. What is this chemistry about in the reverse? What's this chemistry in the reverse? You have depth with this broken energy. So something was deeper than what another person acknowledged, or something was deeper than what a person realized. Somebody's awareness was heightened. It's something about somebody's value being destroyed or something like that. Reminiscing, broken, dead. Yeah, it's like something is below, beneath the surface type energy. And somebody is really heartbroken, like shattered. Like it's something about the importance, the value of a situation, which is what has somebody in this clinging dynamic, like this holding on, this obsessing. What are they obsessing over? What is this about? You have family, possibilities, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. So it's something about the protection that comes along with a situation. Somebody may be clinging on to a family energy. Maybe somebody wanted to have a family with you or something like that. Or something about, again, the possibilities when it comes to this family energy with this water sign. And something being trapped. What is this clinging to this family? You have resistance when it comes to this ecstasy for this fire sign that's longing. So it's some type of secret admiration or something like that that was going on when it comes to this family energy. Somebody was suppressing something when it came to them chasing thrills. What is this resistance about? What's this resistance about? You got a divine feminine and fired up. So it's some type of divine feminine energy being dishonest, or it says leader, strong intuition, empathetic, healer to others, resistance, timid, elusive, dishonesty, deception when it comes to this commitment in this union. And then you have fired up when it comes to the devotion, because somebody is not bitter when it comes to this one day energy. Like maybe one day you get it right. So you got a divine feminine, clinging, family, resistance, divine feminine, fired up. What's going on with this divine feminine being fired up? Fired up about what? You have peace and boundaries. So divine feminine is fired up when it comes to the devotion or something like that, about peace. Furious, fired up, peace, balance, harmony, friendship, with this masculine energy and this pain. And you have boundaries. Somebody is learning to say no. Somebody is drawing a line. It's like enough is enough, and they have withdrawn from a situation. Something about solitary, isolation, somebody being alone when it comes to these mistakes of this intimacy. Somebody may have done some extra bonding or something like that. Outside source, you have ravenous energy. So it's something with somebody being unsatisfied when it comes to, or it's like uncontrollable desires, hunger for pleasure when it comes to this earth sign in the reverse, that somebody is now letting go of due to them having some type of mental clarity. What is this ravenous energy? You have jealousy and deadline. So somebody was taking some type of action out of jealousy. Talking behind your back, talking behind somebody's back, being envious, pettiness, seeking attention. And again, somebody was running out of time. It was some type of divine intervention or something like that, because this fantasy turned into a nightmare real quickly and got conflicted with this hot and cold ass energy. Somebody being back and forth. Uncontrollable desire of an earth sign. They can't let some. Yeah, bitch, I bet you. What is this jealousy? Past life. So somebody done followed another person from another timeline type shit. You got chemistry in the reverse when it comes to this getting away. Dreams. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Yeah. So somebody has some jealousy, again, with this depth. Some deep-rooted jealousy. And again, it was due to some type of karmic lesson. Somebody was repeating the same patterns. Look, appreciation. Letting you know, enjoying you, good vibes, expressing love. Depth, awareness, important. So it's something about the appreciation for another person being important. Somebody didn't realize how important or how deep it was for them to show some type of appreciation. But somebody shattered something. They actually destroyed something. Now they reminiscing. Because again, a flame went out. Look, you got cursed. Somebody is receiving signs that they may be cursed or something like that. There is some type of curse when it comes to a family. In these possibilities with this water sign in the reverse that somebody is trapped in. You got hex, witchcraft, negative mindset. When it comes to this telepathic communication, what's these signs of this curse? Some type of witchcraft. What is this? You got options and confused. So it's some type of curse of somebody being stuck in some type of player energy, or them doing some type of juggling connections and stuff like that, in which was causing resistance due to some type of ecstasy energy when it comes to this fire sign in the reverse. That was doing this craving, this longing. Something is creating resistance though when it comes to these options, in which these options confuse a divine feminine or something like that, because it was something with some type of dishonest energy again, or some type of deception when it came to this commitment. You got lost, feeling invisible, avoid, inside, running away. Somebody may have done that to you, like made you feel like you was chasing them or something like that. It put you in a position of being confused. Again, you was, what is this with this confused energy? Oh, you got divine feminine again. Look, fired up. Some type of furious energy when it comes to this devotion with not being bitter. It's really giving me, because see, with this not being bitter and this devotion that's fired up, is really giving me like a opposite type of effect. Not like necessarily you fired up, like you turning up, you pissed off. No, nothing like that. It's like, shit, you ain't accepting nothing no less. You going hard. You going right for the gusto, you know. And you have apology and karma. So it's a divine feminine or something like that that wants forgiveness or want to return. Somebody is sorry or something like that when it comes to some type of peace in the divine masculine, which is in pain due to some type of painful memories or something like that. Yeah. Confused divine feminine apology. And you have karma. Consequences, cause and effect. Somebody is dealing with the debt that they had built, and that's more so why they have the boundaries or something like that, or having to deal with this withdrawn energy due to the mistakes that was made. What is this karma? You got releasing. So somebody releasing or letting go of some type of unsatisfiable desires when it comes to this earth sign. Holding on in the reverse, like somebody is not holding on to something because they have clarity about a situation, clarity about the intuition or something like that. And you have triggers. Somebody is letting go of some type of triggers, which is triggering some type of jealousy energy for somebody's childhood wounds, because there's something about, again, a deadline, somebody running out of time. And somebody was supposed to be stuck in a fantasy. They were supposed to be daydreaming. They were supposed to be caught up in an illusion again, which was going to cause some type of conflicted energy, but it's given that that ain't happening. What is this? You got silence when it comes to this past life energy. Triggers, yep. So somebody releasing some type of triggers, which is silencing something when it comes to this past life energy. Somebody can't get a spark, or they can't get a attraction or something like that. It's really given that they can't get another person to agree to shit that they're trying to use to bait them in. And then you got this getaway energy when it comes to these dreams. So you may even be getting away from something when it comes to your dreams, or somebody might be visiting in your dreams and you're able to get away from them or something like that. Again, something with you knowing that they don't belong. There is no chemistry. What is this silence about? This frozen energy, no words, stone wall. Look, you have confusion. Uncertain, unclear, unsure when it comes to this appreciation in the depth of a situation. Awareness, the important, shattered, heartbroken. Looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, dwelling. If somebody feels a certain type of way, and this shit deep. Yeah, somebody is getting triggered by your silence, or they're triggered by the silence of another individual, somebody not saying something, or you not reaching out. What is this heartstrings energy? Depths and intuition. Somebody's intuition is cursed, or somebody using intuition on another person's, I said intuition, witchcraft on another person's intuition. What? Cursed family. It might be a family dynamic that knows how to do root work or something like that. Look, depth, and you got stress in the reverse when it comes to these options. So somebody is not stressed due to them having multiple options. Or they're not sensing some type of turbulence, or showing some type of turbulence, heartstrings, intuition, yeah. It's something that somebody knows intuitively, though, so they're not even concerned, because, again, they have an open heart. Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable, confused, divine feminine, elusive, yeah. It's something about somebody having an open heart and somebody being confused, because when it came to this divine feminine, they thought that something was deceptive about another individual when it came to this commitment. And it seems like that shit is not true or something like that. What's this open-hearted energy about? Yeah, you got secrets, which came out sideways when it came to this divine feminine. What's going on with these secrets? What are these secrets about? You got around summer, so something, but it's in the reverse. So like something last summer. Clouded judgment, illusion. Something was distorted with another person's view around last summer or something like that. You got secrets and you have exposed. It's like sideways. Exposure, being judged, hidden truth when it comes to this open-hearted energy. So it's some type of secret when it comes to this divine feminine. And somebody fired up about. They fired up about it or something like that. Or somebody pissed off about another person like smiling or something. It's some type of weird shit again. Secrets, and you have emotional storm when it comes to this apology and wanting peace. A divine masculine. Open heart, secrets. And see, this shit ain't even making no sense. That's why I get why it's confusing, because ain't no way that you got no open heart and it's secrets and you fearing exposure and hiding truths and shit like that. Your heart ain't open then, sir, man. Around last summer, yeah, somebody started getting their ass hit with karma. And some with some type of boundaries or something like that. Some type of withdrawn energy when it came to these mistakes. What is this about? That look, hoping in the reverse. Somebody done lost hope. They letting go of something. They releasing something. Something that they wanted to see done or see, you know, go through, see success at, no matter what. Somebody is releasing it or walking away from something. They no longer expecting something. When it comes to this earth sign, what is this hoping in the reverse? You got twin flame energy with these triggers. So somebody mirroring another person's energy when it comes to these childhood wounds and stuff like that, and somebody jealous. Because again, they done ran out of time when it came to this fantasy, and now they in some type of position that's causing restrictions, some type of back and forth. And you got nourished. Look, when it comes to this self-growth, this self-focus, this soul-finding, it's some type of silence or something like that. Something has went cold, some type of frozen energy. Again, when it comes to this past life pattern. So somebody can't get something off the ground. The same old shit that they've been doing ain't working for them no more. When it comes to this getaway, they want to get away. And something about these dreams. Look, you have rejection in the reverse when it comes to this confusion. Somebody is not rejecting the confusion. They super confused. They don't understand why they didn't appreciate you or something like that. And just exactly how deep a situation is, like something is broken beyond repair. What's this finality about? You got shallow. Yeah, farewells, walking away. It's some type of shallowness or some type of emptiness, boredom when it comes to somebody's intuition. They feel as if they have been cursed or some type of witchcraft or something like that done to their family when it comes to the possibilities. Somebody might feel like a dark water sign or something like that did something to more so hold them captive or trap them or something like that. What is this shallow? Or this hollow? What is this about? Yeah, you got return with this stress in the reverse. So somebody want a second chance because they ain't stressed or something. Or opportunity. Make amends when it comes to this opportunity. Make amends when it comes to, you know what I mean, this situation. It's some with this option, some type of player energy though, and somebody showing some type of resistance when it comes to this ecstasy. Because you got soulmate energy that's being sneaky. A motherfucker ain't somebody's soulmate. Somebody want to pretend and act as if they're a soulmate and be open-hearted. But again, it's confusing. Or a divine feminine might be confused because it's some type of deceptive energy. Somebody knows that somebody is being sneaky. And they holding some type of secrets, this divine feminine, that might be pissing them off. Soulmate. So this soulmate person might even be trying to view you through some type of fake profiles or something like that. or doing some type of plotting or something on social media. Somebody ending something with this shallow ass energy though. Again, return to soulmate. Somebody ain't letting somebody return because they know that they gonna be sneaky. And with this perspective energy, somebody feels as if they better off without that sneaky ass energy. Somebody is happy they have a clear headspace now instead of that emotional storm. To hell with that apology. You know, to try to give somebody else the peace that's in pain. Like shit, they need to stop doing that weird ass projecting and stuff like that. Look, confessions, that's what I'm saying last summer. Somebody felt like they was better off. That's the confession. That was being unveiled to somebody. That's what somebody was coming clean about. Or somebody may have even messaged another person or something like that. And that was their karma. You know what I mean? That's dealing with the effects of whatever actions it is that this person done took. Somebody done set some boundaries and they withdrew from a situation. That was somebody else's own mistake. Shit, oh well. And you got distance in the reverse. It's something about somebody confessing that they want another person to come closer or something like that. Close up the gap when it comes to this separation. And again, with this hoping in the reverse, somebody is no longer hoping that. They letting that shit go. Then somebody gonna come back. Or again, them being dissatisfied or something like that. Look, as you got running. Somebody is ghosting some type of twin flame energy or running from some type of twin flame energy. This speaks of disappearing. Somebody being invisible when it comes to this twin flame energy again. And it's triggering somebody or something like that. Triggering some type of childhood wound. Somebody might have some type of abandonment issues or something like that. But somebody jealous about something. Yeah, with that abandoned type shit. Somebody feels a certain type of way. What is this? Running from what? You got revenge. So somebody want revenge because another person decided to nourish themselves, to care for themselves, to love on themselves. Do some type of look, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. And motherfucker want revenge because you ain't talking to them or something like that. This silence energy. Somebody used to a person doing the same old shit, being on repeat. Break up the makeup, leave for a little bit, then come back. It's like the same ass shit. And that's what somebody want revenge again for, somebody actually nourishing themselves. Some type of patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, childish behavior. Somebody getting away from that shit. Running. Self-love. Ain't no rejection. So shit want revenge for you loving yourself. And not rejecting the self-love. Actually being in acceptance with the bullshit. Actually being in acceptance with the way that shit played out. Actually going ahead and moving forward with pure intentions. It's like somebody wanted another motherfucker to be mad. And who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? And again, it speaks of, with this only you, this devotion energy is really making me feel like shit, you focus on you. Look, reminiscing. Somebody got some type of heart fog when it comes to you. This shallow energy. Their intuition fucked up. Again, with the telepathic communication and songs like that. Like somebody needs to be more mindful of how the fuck it is that they feeding themselves. They still blocking off emotions and shit like that. Look, trash shit that they need to get rid of. Before they can return to any fucking thing. Make amends with any fucking thing. Because it's given that with them trying to return, they enter in a stress-free zone. And you ain't on that shit. You simply not on it. Somebody really trying to weigh their options. I'm telling you before they present themselves. Because this resistance. Look, you got separation. When it comes to this soulmate energy. Somebody being receptive or something. Some type of open-heartedness that is confusing somebody. Somebody want to get rid of this separation. What is this separation about? You got a gift in the reverse. When it comes to this sneaky shit. Somebody didn't receive a gift. Somebody not saying something. Not to mention with this separation, a person not close enough upon another individual to be able to monitor what it is that they doing. Again, gift in the reverse. Motherfucker not knowing, ain't letting the person know nothing. That's why they on this sneaky shit, this plotting, this trying to watch from other profiles and shit. When it comes to this secret, them holding on and all the rest of this with this divine feminine. Somebody pissed off by this devotion that you got. How firm you standing in the situation. They can't get shit to fold. Healing. They didn't receive the gift of healing. Look. And there's something about you releasing when it comes to your perspective. You changing, purifying, cleansing. You feel like you better off without that emotional storm. You better off without the turmoil. Like you better off without the stress. You good. You better off without the motherfucking apology. Like to hell with all that, you know what I mean? The other individual's piece is their own priority. Look, and you got searching in the reverse. That's what somebody ain't no searching going on. Somebody is not thinking of another person. They healing that aspect of themselves. It's even given, I don't know, with this block contact in the reverse, like somebody is not blocked, but shit, they just, you know what I mean, who gives a fuck? Again, with this confessions, this unveiling, like shit, you got a second chance, you know, with this separation, and like somebody want to come back together, they want to reconcile, but again, they giving up hope, like they just throwing favor to the wind type thing when it comes to this making amends, because somebody keep on running. What is this second chance energy? You have obscurity. So it's some type of secrets or mysteries or something like that. Somebody's doing some type of hiding, concealing something. And again, they running, they ghosting the situation. When it comes to this twin flame energy, you have loyalty in the reverse with this revenge. So somebody is not loyal when it comes to this revenge. Somebody is not being honest. They not reliable, not believing. Something is unbelievable. When it comes to why somebody want revenge or some shit like that. What is this? You have abandoned. Left out, walked away, cold when it comes to this. So somebody feels like another person abandoned them by accepting something for what it was. By healing, by loving on themselves, by moving forward, by how they decided to treat themselves moving forward or something like that. Like somebody weird as hell, Leo, for real. And I'm feeling like you did exactly what you were supposed to do when it came to this escaping energy. You avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Because it seemed like you put this person in regret, right? For the decisions that they made. In the time that they played with. Because you was very patient with somebody. Or somebody was very patient with another individual. And they gave them time. And somebody continued to be guarded. Somebody continued to hold back. Somebody continued to not show up as their authentic self. And again, there's some type of clouded judgment that was involved in the situation. Instead, somebody chose to, you know, cast illusions. Show up in some type of unbalanced ass energy. Continue to be distracted. Getting sidetracked by shit that they shouldn't have been paying attention to. Going ahead, moving forward, backing up, changing their mind, delays and shit like that. Which call for justice in the situation for these scales to be balanced out. Some type of truth and honesty had to be brought to the forefront. You got an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This might have something to do with a Libra with that justice energy coming out right before then. But you got somebody who's closed off. Closed off to the anxiety. Somebody refused to give in when it comes to this children energy. Some type of immature ass energy somebody trying to be in. And another person actually admires, you know, another person's position. Somebody's feeling rather inspired for somebody, by somebody. Because with this bluff energy, somebody did a whole lot of pretending, a whole lot of fake shit with how they presented themselves. They exaggerated a whole lot of bullshit when it came to these influences. Something with their peers, this third party energy, all the other shit that they had attached to them until a situation reached this breaking point. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Now a motherfucker feel like a clown. Now they feel like they got a red motherfucking nose. Now they feel humiliated. Now they feel ashamed because they unsatisfied. They fucking unsatisfied. Because they feel like they got the bare minimum when it comes to their reciprocation. The whole time they was motherfucking playing in another person's face. Emotions clashing. never wanted to agree. Somebody was causing, like, you had a motherfucker pick an argument just for the sake of picking an argument, just because they was bored. Motherfucker have an attitude, don't even know why they got it. It's just some straight weird shit. And again, it was exhausting. Exhausting as fuck. Depletion, drain, long journey. Again, thank you, but no thank you. That shit over now. And it got another person in a position of feeling hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart when it comes to this new boo energy. Holding up this motherfucking front still. Seeing someone new, new love blossoms, enjoying each other, lusting. Right to lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. So somebody just getting their feels, just getting their kicks, getting their rocks off. In all actuality, somebody is still dealing with some type of grief or some type of sorrow or something like that when it comes to this twin flame energy. And they ass being ghosted. It's something about a call or something being expressed when it came to this communication, which let a motherfucker know that somebody was spying on them or somebody was watching them, somebody was doing something. Had some type of extra information when it comes to this facade. Somebody putting on the motherfucking mask again, putting on the front, people pleaser, hidden motives, weird behaviors when it comes to this third party energy in this pregnancy shit, which is causing conflict, right? But somebody in their motherfucking pride around fall where they still couldn't be honest about some shit. Goofball ass. Look, beauty. Instead, somebody tried to use some type of charm, what they look like, some type of, they tried to charm some shit. Evidence that they done been caught. Repeated offender. Do the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Somebody don't know how to fight temptation when it comes to this lifestyle and this family energy. A motherfucker just don't want to be grown around springtime. That's right now. Bitch just don't want to be grown. You know what I mean? Motherfucker don't want to take care of business. They want to be taken care of type energy. Look, chase, pursuit, commitment, visit, foundation. Motherfucker want to be taken care of. They trying to chase a motherfucker down that's going to be able to anchor something in so they ain't got to work as less as possible. You know what I mean? They've been doing this shit. Look, winter beginnings. They trying to get some shit anchored in so they can start something either this winter or, you know, shit, we just got into spring in March. Yeah. You got a risk. Somebody took a risk, was not thinking, made an unsafe decision when it came to them operating off of their obsessions. Something they was infatuated with. Something they was in awe with, addiction. Somebody, again, don't know how to control temptation with their funky ass self, and now they in denial with this thinking about you, this missing you energy. Now somebody miss where, you know what I mean, yeah. But again, it is what the fuck it is. Because, I mean, I don't know, shit. They made their bed. So, that was your read.